Good morning, all. It is Tuesday, April 4th. I'm back for a bit. And I think I mentioned that in the last one. I don't have one trip here this month that's really planned. Outside of that, I staying put, which is going to be good. So you look at this background for a little while. A lot of calls, a lot of people chatting. We're talking through the cash out refinances, which we can still do. They can be done. They just stretched it out where you can't close them you can't have to own the property for a year. It's not the 6 months we used to have. They're trying to slow down this flow of capital. Then, of course, if you're paying cash for a property, we want to talk about that in advance. So I just want to let you guys know right here, I'm not going to describe it here. The reason I'm not going to describe it here, because people like to take notes from what I say here, but your scenario might be different. Because your scenario might be different, you take the notes that apply, but don't all apply, and therefore it hurts your ability to get things done. So what I am going to encourage you to do, if you're looking to pay cash for anything, if you go into contract, you find a property that you like, reach out to us. Let's talk through step by step on how to be successful with that, to navigate the way the rules are being made today. It's not impossible. It's just a way to make it work better for you. That's what I want to get across. We know how to make it work better. Other lenders are telling people it just can't be done. We're getting it done, guys. So reach out to us, talk to us. If anybody's even talked about, say they got to call me before they make any sort of steps, because they put themselves in a pretty bad spot, get their money hung up for a year, or have to pay costs that they shouldn't, in my opinion. So that's where we're at now. Construction spending right now has been down. They got hit pretty hard this week. The manufacturing, ISM manufacturing, that came in much lower than where it should be for a strong economy. So what it's showing is all our weakness in our economy, which is helping our bonds out. Bonds are actually liking that a little bit more. But, weakness in the economy, not good for all of us, not good for our mindset. I'm of the mind that, guys, there's things that we just can't control. There's things we don't have the ability to force action on because of where we are and what we're doing. So what I'm trying to tell everybody is just control what you can control. Most of the time, it's just you. You got to control what's going on here. Just because everything is crazy around us doesn't mean you still can't take advantage of what's going on. There's people that are doing phenomenal in this because their mind's right? There's this thing that I read before. Much gathers more is true on every plane of existence, and that loss will also lead to greater loss. Mind is a very creative thing. The conditions, environment, all experiences in life are a result of your habitual or predominant mental attitude. So however you look at stuff is going to dictate how things go for you. The attitude of your mind necessarily depends upon what you think. Therefore, the secret of everything that happens to you, all your achievements, all your possessions, everything depends upon your method of thinking. You need to be thinking correctly all the time, not just walk around, the world's coming to an end all the damn time. There's opportunity everywhere. Now, is it possible the world's coming in? Sure, really could be, but we can't stop that anyway. So have the best opportunity, have the best of every day that you can and control, regardless of what's going on in the world. Take care of yourself, protect yourself, don't do something stupid. But man, look at the great opportunities that exist out there from the people that are ducking. Too damn many people ducking to get in your way. Now you can go out there, you can make things happen. Let's take a look at what's going on in the charts right now. So here's what we had seen where we reached above the 200-day moving average back here, got beat down. 200-day move average, that's this blue line end, is the average of 200 days worth of trading. Got beat down a little bit, but we got this pause, right? We hung up right here on what looked to be the 35-day moving average. And then we're coming back. We came back pretty quick, much quicker than I really anticipated. There's some things happening in the news here showing things are weakness out there as far as the economy, like I just talked about. That's pushing it back up. Now, we're hitting this level. I drew this line here. This is not the resistance line been placed by any of the people that I follow or subscribe to. But I'm seeing that this looks like a pretty strong point here, and we're going to be bouncing off that. We may be at our peak. We may be pushing to try and hit this resistance here that's been outlined by those experts. Either way, we're in locking territory. I'm going to encourage locks at this point, whether it be here or here. There's not a big gap. We're talking about 20, 27, 28 points here between here and here. That's about an 8 to 1/4% difference in price. It's a lot risky. It's risky to try and get that 8 to 1/4% difference. Just a little bit better costs for what could possibly turn around and go negative on us. Now, we could be seeing, it's possible, we could be seeing an upward trend line here. It's possible. I'm not saying it is, but if you look here, it's possible. We could be going an upward trend line. I can't say for certain that we're headed there because I have these really, really strong points here these trade points that traders are putting in their sell orders at, that's making me think that we may be hitting the top, and we may want to look really, really, really heavy at locking here in this area. Now, could it turn? Could it get better? Continue to better? It's possible. But history is showing me otherwise, at least from my perspective. You are still the CEO of your real estate investment business. You make the call. You say when we should lock. I'm just going to give you the best data I got from what I've experienced and what I know from the last 25 years out here hacking these things. Talk to Scotty, talk it through with him, get a good feel for what it is. You've got to put your head on the pillow at night. You got to feel confident. And when you lock, turn your back to that thing, move on to the next deal. Don't sit there and lament any sort of lock, just move forward. Appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you on Friday.